All right, everybody, welcome into the championship game of the Mercy Warrior Classic between the New Heights Lady Cougars and Greenwood Lady Blue Jays. Cougars, two strong games in this tournament, pretty dominant wins from in both games to get to the championship bracket here. Great opportunity here for the Cougars as we are both Class 2, so both Cougars teams, both the varsity teams are playing today in this tournament for the championship game, and both of them against Greenwood. So the Cougars in the bottom of the bracket are the visitor teams tonight. And so we got our traditional starting lineups here. Number 2, sophomore Julia Sanchez. Number 3, Allie Stout, a senior.
Number 4, sophomore Ella Nelson.
Ella Nelson, number 4, sophomore.
Number 10, senior Jesselyn Beaver.
Number 10, Jessie Beaver, a senior.
21, senior Carly Norris.
And number 21, Carly Doris, a senior. So just 6 players for Greenwood Blue Jays. So not a deep bench at all. Almost as many coaches as they have players.
Jessica Schneider.
So number 11, Schneider, a freshman.
12, sophomore Alyssa Newman.
Number 12, a sophomore Newman.
14, senior Harper Pinkston.
Number 14, Pinkston, a senior.
15, junior Gia Latomsky.
Latomsky, number 15, a junior.
Number 30, senior Ella Benzer.
And Benzer, a senior.
Lady Blue Jays are
So-
coached by Mike Percival.
So our JV boys right now are playing in the JV tournament.
Referees for today's game, Aaron
And so they're playing for the
Snow,
championship
Teddy
game
Love,
here
John
at
Herbert.
Jasper right now against Mount Vernon. And our Lady Cougars here for the championship game in the Mercy Warrior Classic for the championship. And then at 4:30 today, we got the championship game for our boys Cougars team. So championship Saturday for our teams. I'm joined here by Owen Horton. He's going to join us up in our booth. I got air quotations, booth.
Yeah.
Good to have you with us, Owen.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. I'm glad to be here. Pumped for this championship game. It's going to be a good game, I think. Good opportunity for us to make a statement here.
So loose ball, and the Blue Jays recover it. Schneider dribbles the ball up.
Looks like we're coming out in man here.
Schneider passes the ball, gets the screen, goes in for the thing, and they got the roll there. And good rebound by Nelson, and kicks the outlet, and the Cougars are now in action.
Yeah, I think rebounding is going to be a big deal today. We have size on this Greenwood Blue Jays team. Doris and Nelson will have to work hard.
So we got a push here. Sorry, I didn't get my clock rolling. Early foul here, defensive foul. Foul on Schneider, her first foul of the game. With just 6 players, they got to be aware of their foul situation, even if it is early. Backdoor cut's not there. Doris gets it back up to Nelson, who's going to set it back up to Stout to start her offense. Pass over to Sanchez, screen's coming, there's the roll, not there. And we got a 3 by Doris. Just
Ella, get that, Julia.
long 2 by Sanchez, that's off the mark.
The board.
And they did a good job in the position to get 2 points.
Yeah, great persistence there by the Cougars. Get that rebound and bucket, easy layup there.
Similar screening, ball in the low post.
Come on, Ella.
She turns around, kicks it back out, and the 2 falls no good. Ball's loose, and Nelson's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, right there, she got caught with her hand going more horizontal. She keeps her hands up. That's probably a clean block.
Yeah, so that's going to send Newman to the line to shoot 2.
Gia Latomsky on the line, shooting 2.
You know, the players we don't want to see getting foul trouble early in the game, Nelson is one of them. As Newman's off on the first.
See if we can box out here.
Heller just trying to contest that shot. Got, I think, it was a little bit over their body. Cougars into transition, pushing the ball up to Stout.
Yep.
Ball into Nelson through the middle. She's going to take a contested shot.
Great finish by Nelson there. Great take, great finish, great basketball.
Ball's pushed up. Going for the steal, a loose ball, and they're going to call backcourt.
Great defense there by Jesse.
Yeah, Newman maintains control enough of the ball after Beaver initially touched it. And then as she tries to regain control, they call backcourt.
Jessie has just been such a pest up top. She's been such a great on-ball defender all year.
Gets her step, Jessie. Brings it in to Stout. Stout passes it back up, and we're going to get an offensive foul called.
Interesting.
And so they're going to call the foul, and unfortunately Nelson now with 2 fouls.
Yeah, coach is going to look to the bench.
She ran her over.
Okay, now we got a little bit of conversation here. That foul wasn't called on Nelson. No, that was on Nelson. And so now we're going to get a substitution. So there was a little confusion there. It was an offensive or defensive foul, but they called it an offensive foul as Ella sets that screen, and she's going to have to go sit down for a while.
That's interesting. Ella was the one that actually ended up on the floor, so, I mean, I didn't see the play. I'm sure the refs had a better angle on it than I did.
So Quaddy's got to come in pretty early for the Cougars.
We're staying in this man here.
So 12 brings the ball down. She's looking for that low post. Rig maintains control, fights through the traffic. Ball's loose. 14 on the rebound. Kicks it back open underneath. And Stout coming through trying to break up that pass. Sends Benzer to the line on the end, one opportunity.
Yeah, it's a tough position, tough place to try to defend because you want to get that pass out of there.
Benzer's shot's good, and now we got a tie ball game, 4-4. Cougars with 3 fouls early in the game. So over to Sanchez. Doesn't use the screen. Back over to Quaddy. Quaddy's looking for the action. And pass is just a little bit off. And good play by Beaver to catch up with her and poke that ball free as Schneider was pushing the ball up the court.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, just Jessie has been such a defensive force this year. Steals, blocks, breaking up passes, just reads passing lanes and
well, there's a
shots
hook
so
there, not
well.
called. Shot, and now we got another foul here.
Let's go, Ref.
Another foul here
Shake it up, 21. Shake
as
it up.
Doris fouls.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of contact there on the player.
Well, she swung through the ball, and they're going to call the contact
Yeah.
after she made initial contact with the ball.
Yeah.
So Cougars now 4 fouls, team fouls, less than 3 minutes into the first quarter.
Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie.
And Pinkston goes to shoot her second. That's off the mark, but a big rebound there. Ball's loose. And Benzer drive in. We got a jump shot there. That's off the mark. And that ball's going to go out of bounds off the white, and it'll be Cougars' ball.
Yeah, that was good hustle to get back to their spots. A little bit of defensive confusion on that play for the Cougars, but
Nelson not being in the game has such a huge impact because she's such a strong rebounder. Quaddy able to control the pass. Is in position. Beaver sets it up, swings it back over to Doris. Doris over to Sanchez. Stout back up. She pulls up, but backs out of it. Tough pass there, but good read by Beaver. Gets the jump shot from the L, and that ball's out of bounds loose. And
is it our ball?
Going to be Cougars' ball.
Right.
And we got a timeout here. So the story early in the game would be just the foul trouble that the Cougars are already in. Ella Nelson with 2 fouls is going to probably have to sit out the rest of the first quarter, and you lose her defensive and presence in her rebounding is a big part of her game. Cougars offensively just unable to really get into their sets very well, as the Blue Jays are playing a good job on defense. Richards, a senior, checked in the game just a second ago for the Blue Jays. So out of the timeout, it'll be Cougars ball on the inbounds.
See if we can rebound a little better here on this possession.
We're going to make the shots. You don't need a rebound, right?
Yeah. Oh, Sanchez.
Oh, Sanchez.
Here it is.
Doors open for three.
Bang.
She's going to just a little long on that. Good rebound by Beaver. She gets the ball back up to Stout.
Hit Julia. Look, Julia.
This is the flash. Get some action. There goes Stout. Comes across to the middle and takes a jump shot at the free throw line. Good rebound there by Doris. Doris looks for her long two. Not there, gets it the handoff to Beaver. Beaver steps through, layup. Great play there by Beaver.
Great move to take that inside positioning.
It drives in, she's going through all the traffic. And good strong rebound by Stout. Stout over to Doris. Doris drives in, she takes a contested shot and floats
with the
that
left. Yeah, Doris, great finish with the left there. Great finish.
So Ludominsk for three. Minsk. And strong rebound there by number 30. Cougars bounce pass in underneath, and that's going to be a bad pass. As number 32, Richards, did have position, but that pass was just off the mark. Prater coming in for Quaddy. As the Cougars hang on to an 8-4 lead with 3:14 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, let's see if we can stretch the lead a little here.
Stout holds the ball in the wing, waits for the screen. Doris has a lane. She backs out of it, takes it in. Tough left-handed shot.
That left hand is grooving today. That left hand is grooving.
That is a tough shot. That is a difficult shot. So good job by Doris. Miski, she's going to drive in, and there's going to be a travel.
Great call there. Great spot by the ref.
And then Quaddy's now coming right back in for Sanchez. Give Sanchez a breather. Cougars hold the 10-4 lead. So it is Stout. Screen, she's going to take the jumper. It's off to the left.
Great tip.
Looking for the rebound.
Get in there, truly.
Cougars get on the ball, and they're going to force a jump ball.
That'll be a white ball.
Arrows pointing to the Cougars.
Oh, yeah.
Pass into Quaddy. Over to Beaver. She looks for the lane herself, and she's going to draw the contact as she goes up. And that fouls.
Yeah, it's good that she got the foul there. She had an outlet to Doris, but it's a good take still.
Tomsky. So we'll send Beaver to the line.
Yeah, the Cougars doing a much better job here of playing solid defense, but not fouling. There was 4 fouls in the first few minutes, and we've not had a foul since.
So Beaver to shoot her second.
Nice.
2 on the second, so good free throw shooting by Beaver to extend the lead now to 8.
I'm surprised here that the Greenwood coaches aren't calling a timeout to try to stop some of this momentum.
Got a screen, drives through, and pushes one through the defense. Had to bank one off the backboard. Jesse looking to pass it up, decides to pull out of that. Stout got the roll. Doris is going to drive in, this time with her right, shoots it high off the net, and that should be travel, but they're going to call a jump ball as there was hands on the ball. She came down with it. So Lackey and Sanchez come in for Stout and Quaddy. So the jump ball now goes to the Blue Jays. Cougars open up in their press. 12 just kind of pushes through. That's kind of Let's go. That's her move. And just an easy finish there by Latomsky.
Doris, there it is.
Through.
Oh,
Tough. Beaver gets the rebound. She pushes through, floats one over, gets her own rebound, and she's going to go to the line again.
yeah, great hustle there by Jessie to get her own rebound and go up again. Draw that foul.
Yeah, when the Cougars are able to get those rebounds underneath the rim, the putbacks are there.
Jesselyn Beaver on the line, shooting 2.
Beaver to shoot 2. Shots long on the first. And Stout is ready to come in for Beaver to give her a breather. Shots off. Rebound by the Blue Jays. And they're pushing the ball up. Cougars just have to be able to stop that penetration. Ball to Sanchez. She's pushing through. Floats one hard off the glass. Off, good rebound by Prater.
Come on.
And good.
Big shot. Big 3.
A good shot by Carly.
Yeah, Doris in a groove here early.
So really what you're seeing here out of the Blue Jays offense is it's just a penetrating offense. So what they're doing is maybe they set a pick, but they're just kind of looking for any type of angle that they can have to drive in and try to draw that foul. That's why the Cougars got into foul trouble early in the game, because they're trying to stop the drive after the shot's already been taken. And so having to do a better job of stopping the drive earlier on.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised with Greenwood's size, or their lack of size, that they're not trying to take more threes, take more shots on the perimeter, long threes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that they're a super tall team, but they're a strong team.
Yeah.
And a couple of those players have some pretty good length. And so the Cougars stopping the drive before it starts is so crucial here. So Beaver got a breather at that timeout. So she's setting down as Stout checks back into the game. So it's Blue Jays ball.
Let's go, Cougars.
Ball being brought up by Richards. Screen action. Picked up, and there you go. That's kind of the play there. Back over, Richards going to take the baseline. She steps through. Just off. Lackey comes down with the rebound.
That was a great step through.
Got to stop the drive. Got to stop the drive. Stout over to Doris. Playing a little bit more honest with Doris up top after she made that last 3. Cougars trying to get the play going. A little confusion there on the offense. Almost thrown away.
Pull up.
Over to Stout. She's going to
Come on,
take
there
the
it
3.
is.
That's short. And good rebound by Prater. Lackey gets the rebound, puts it back out to Doris. Doris step through 3, long. And rebound by Blue Jays.
Yeah, Stout might have had the better angle to take that 3 there.
Blue Jays slowing down for the last shot.
No foul, no foul, no foul, no foul.
So she's driving through and floats one off. And as the buzzer goes off, and we're going to get a foul on Lackey as time expired.
Really?
Come on, let's ref better.
As she was falling backwards.
Hands are straight up.
Good job, Cougars.
Good job, Cougars. Shake it off.
So. And the shot rolls out on the first by Benzer. And
There we go.
both shots fall short.
Don't lie.
A little bit of a bailout there.
So the Cougars playing strong with the 15-8 lead after the first quarter. So Cougars started the game getting in some foul trouble, trying to stop the penetrating drive by multiple of the players. So we'll see Richards, we see Schneider, and Latomsky, as they're not afraid to take that ball and just try to create their own action, whether they got a screen or not. So, Cougars doing a good job on defense. And then really, like you said, Owen, earlier, rebounding's so key.
Yeah.
Greenwood's kind of chucking those shots up there. And so they're not high consistency shots because their feet aren't angled up with
a lot of floaters.
A lot of floaters, off balance.
A lot of contested shots.
So needing to get those rebounds. So Cougars go back with the starters. Good to have Ella Nelson back in here after having to set most of the first quarter, 5 minutes of the first quarter, after getting 2 fouls early in the game. So here we go to second quarter. Cougars up 17-8. Beaver gets the ball to Nelson. Nelson turns and looks. Tough pass.
Oh, that'd be out of Greenwood. Yep.
Saved by number 30, Benzer, who touches the ball and it goes out of bounds on her. Ball to Doris.
Look left. Look left.
Doing a good job of guarding that inbound screen. And Sanchez goes for 3. Pushes it just a little too hard. And we're going to get a foul by Nelson going for the loose ball.
Yeah, that'll be a third.
And so she's going to have to get back out there. Really not a great decision by Nelson to try to reach when the girl's already going down to the ground.
Yeah, it was a cheap foul there.
Just got to play smarter when you're so crucial to the game. So we can't have her for the second quarter. And nobody there to pick up the drive, but luckily she got a good job by the rebound. Stout gets it into Doris. One more to Beaver. Beaver drives into lots of contact, no foul call.
Yeah.
And Newman just pushing the ball in. Cougars doing a good job switching on defense. And now another drive. And good rebound by Stout. And she dribbles through it. And a great bounce pass there. Just a little too hard.
Yeah, it was hard for her to handle that passing from Stout, and it hesitated for a second to take that layup, made it harder.
Newman's using the screen, takes the jumper,
wow.
And she cashes in 15-10.
Yeah, they haven't pulled up much this game. It's kind of unexpected there.
Well, Snyder. So Beaver, she's going to drive in all the way. Nice off the glass. Gets the favorable roll.
Yeah, got the friendly rim out here. Same one on Thursday night that was friendly when our boys were playing TJ.
17-10, Cougars hang on to the lead. Over to Benzer. Benzer drives in, drives through the traffic, and going to get a foul called here.
On Stout, wow.
That's her second foul. So again, Greenwood just continues to drive into the paint, looking for contact to send them to the shot and make the free throw. Number 14. Pinkston comes in. And Demotsky, she goes to get a breather. And good on both. Cougars leads now 5.
Greenwood still sitting in this man.
Shot just off. Ball's loose. Good job by Beaver poking the ball loose, but now we got a fast break opportunity. Ball's left short, and good rebound by Lackey.
Slow down here.
To Beaver. Beaver's going to go into the traffic. So Beaver turned her body, anticipating the contact. And Pinkston commits the foul. Send Beaver to the line. Cougars need to put some points up, as they haven't put any points up in this quarter so far. First shot's good by Beaver.
Little icebreaker free throw right there. It was a quiet one.
So she gets set for the second. Long on the second. Newman comes down with the rebound. Here comes the handoff. That's over, and that's a 3 opportunity, and it's off the glass and good. As the lead now is 15-8.
I'm surprised.
18-15.
It's past 12 o'clock. I thought the bank would be closed by now.
Low to Doris. Doris looks for the lane. She's taking a tough contested shot. And just off. And she shoots a little hard off the back of the rim.
Yeah, Cougars have switched to this zone here.
Another
to
3
open up
here.
more threes.
Rebound goes to the Blue Jays. Back up. And she's going to drive through looking for the contact. Not there. Ball's loose, and we're going to get a jump ball. Oh, travel.
Ooh, travel.
And she goes down to the ground. Substitution here.
It's pretty bad.
Cougars with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, Quad looks pretty familiar.
Comes the screen. She fights through. And offensive foul.
I don't know
Tough
about
call on that one.
that. I don't think she was in a legal guarding position.
Well, she was moving, and they said that Beaver pushed off, but she was actually tripping on her own accord.
Yeah.
And so that's Beaver's first foul. Cougars' 3rd team foul.
Yeah, it's a tough one there.
Ball's in, tipped out by Quaddy. Flashes back as she's fronting Kingston.
Travel.
And we get a travel call as she picked up her foot. 4:10 left in the game. Cougars hang on to a 3-point lead. Beaver sets the ball up. Screen action over to Sanchez. Another screen, looking for the roll, not there. Shots a little late, and Quaddy shot
get the
just
roll
just a little off. Screen, and there we go through, and we got a timeout by Coach B.
Yeah, it's interesting. We switched our defensive strategy there. We switched to a zone. I don't know. I think the man may have been working a little better for Greenwood's plan of attack.
So the tough part is based upon who you've got in the game, how well you can actually play that man defense.
Yeah.
And because their bigs, really frankly, their bigs are the ones that are driving through the lane, right?
Yeah.
It can provide a mismatch option. So you got to have Doris in there, you got to have Nelson in there
Yeah, that's true.
to be able to stop that drive. So lead now just 1 point. As Greenwood's been digging away, and the Cougars have just really struggled.
Only 1 point so far in this quarter.
So we come out of the timeout here. Ball passes into Beaver. Brings the ball up the court. Cougars set in their offense. Stout rolls to Doris. Doris over traffic. Shots a little long. 30 rips the ball over Quaddy, but no contact called. And 12 drives through, and Newman takes the lead.
It's a tough possession there.
19-18. Long pass over. Doris gets set. Shots a little long. And rebound.
Yeah, we got to get back in there and box out. We got to get these rebounds.
Golly. Rebound is so crucial. It's 32. Richards gets the rebound. Stout into Doris. Doris up underneath, too far underneath the basket. And pushes off, and so now momentum in the way of the Blue Jays.
We need to maintain our composure here. This is crucial possession.
Screen gets that mismatch that they're looking for. She drives in, hooks it out, and
Travel.
she's going to be called for the travel as she took an extra step. So they're setting that screen, trying to get the mismatch on defense.
And in the NBA, that's a normal layup right there.
Oh, they didn't take enough steps to the NBA.
Yeah. Didn't meet the minimum step requirement.
Over to Stout. Stout gets a screen by Quaddy. She rolls. Doris looks for the opportunity. Hands it off to Beaver. Over to Quaddy. Not hard enough pass. Quaddy floats that one into Beaver. Got the screen. One more. She's open underneath and gets on the inside position. And a tough second quarter continues for the Cougars. Doris. Doris is going to shoot the three. Shots long. Newman gets the rebound. Ball, nobody's back, and foul as Quaddy gets position, and Richards fouls through as Quaddy comes through.
A little bit of a cheap foul there, kind of a bailout on that layup.
So she's going to go to the bench, and Quaddy's going to go to the bench as Lackey comes back in. 23-18, minute and change left in the first half. Stout looking for the backdoor cut, not there. Lackey flashes up. Passes it back to Doris. She picks up her dribble, gets Sanchez underneath, and she pump fakes, goes up for the shot. Just rolls off the backside of the rim. Ball's up to Benzer. She shoots long.
See if we can get a little momentum back here.
Beaver bounce pass in. She feels the defense. Good take.
Great. That left is working today for Doris.
Now she felt the defense on her right side, which was a good move to go back to her left and to finish. Newman's looking for her screen. Doesn't come. Travel there, not called. Bounce pass over. Gonna drive in. That Benzer drives through, pushes through, and she's gonna get two.
Tough pass. Oh, one more.
Oh, she's gonna step out of bounds. 25-20.
We need to have a good possession here defensively.
9 seconds left in the first half.
Wow.
And she's gonna she's stepped on the line.
Wow, a lot of contact there too.
Cougars are struggling with the strength of Newman and Benzer.
We're gonna need to stay composed here.
Oh man. And there we go, get it off. Oh.
That was a shot.
So a little bit of delay there. She didn't see Stout there, but shoots it long. So
Very tough second quarter there.
Yeah, into the first half. Greenwood 25, Cougars 20. So Cougars just really struggling with the physicality of the Blue Jays, stopping that drive and then getting that rebound because those shots are oftentimes off balance. So we'll go ahead and take an audio break, and we'll come back in a few minutes for the second half. So welcome back to the second half here, the Mercy Warrior Classic, as we are in championship Saturday, as the Lady Cougars are down 5 points going into the second half from the Greenwood Blue Jays. Just found out that our JV boys won the Jasper JV tournament, so congratulations to Coach Long and that team.
Yeah, I was at that first game this morning. They looked very solid, missing one of their shooters, but the other guys carried the load. Lots of threes, lots of great takes.
So championship game here, and then at 4:30 to foul trouble early in the first quarter. They put her in the second quarter. She picks up another foul pretty quickly. And then the Blue Jays are just these driving penetration that the Cougars have had a tough time stopping. And if they do force a bad shot, they're not getting that defensive rebound. Offensively, the Cougars need to continue to work the middle of the court, because whenever they have been able to get the drives going, they've been able to get some good looks.
Go girls.
So Newman starts the ball, pass it in the high post. Comes through, Newman's gonna look to drive, she passes it off. And drive in, and Nelson's got to be careful not to pick up another one. And just good rebounding there. And you could see almost the timidity on Nelson's face. Ooh.
Yeah, she's got to find a way to be aggressive and still not commit fouls here.
Paula Sanchez, she's going to take the baseline up underneath the rim.
That's a lot of contact on the arm there.
Shot's no good. 7-point lead for the Blue Jays. Ooh,
travel.
Almost a travel.
Yeah, just held up that back foot.
So we get the switch. And Beaver's going to pick up a foul as she reaches in, trying to loosen that ball free. That'll be her second foul. Back up. Drive by Newman. She's floats one in underneath, kicks it back out, and a three opportunity, no good. Pinkerton gets the rebound. Newman's going to drive in, takes the jumper, shots off. Again, an offensive rebound to the Blue Jays. Looking where to get it to. One more pass, and we got a three there by Beaver. She's good. And now we got a 10-point lead.
Tough possession for us. We got a rebound here.
Good cut by Doris. Shot's going to draw the contact on Ramotsky.
Yeah, a little bit of a bailout fail there. We need to kick that out again.
Now she went into the triple team, but I still like the bold move when you get it that far underneath. Just you have to make a move and take it back up. Ramotsky, that's her second foul. So Doris rolls around and out on the first one. So after a pretty dominant first quarter, Blue Jays worked against the lead. And it's short. And rebound goes to the Blue Jays. Cougars being out physicaled again. We get a drive here, kick out. She drives in, kicks it one more. Ball on the low post, a mismatch down there.
Yeah.
And she turns around on Stout and rolls one in. And we got a timeout by Coach. As the Blue Jays start the quarter with a 7-0 run.
Yeah, they've scored on all three of their possessions. We got to shore up a little here.
So it was interesting to see what the Cougars do starting here the second half. But it feels a little bit more like the same. But the Blue Jays are trying to run a different offensive set where they're trying to get some action started up high to open up something down low instead of off the dribble. Cougars being out-rebounded offensively and defensively pretty significantly so far early in this second half. You really kind of start to see whenever the Cougars are running man, the mismatches that are able to be created because you have to put Carly up high on Newman. And so that opens up Stout having to play the big down low. The So that's Richards for Lamotsky. So Cougars ball coming out of the timeout. Coach calling a timeout to break up that momentum.
Just cut into this lead a little bit here.
Dribble handoff option, good take by Sanchez. She's going to get fouled as she goes up. That's
These
floats
free
one in.
throws here.
So Sanchez will go to the line.
Pinkston Holder second, team foul number 2.
So second foul on Pinkston.
Number 2, Julia Sanchez, shooting 2.
Sanchez gets set. And tough free throw shooting to start the second half of the Cougars. Sanchez gets set for her second. Rolls out on that one too. Almost rebound pulled out by Nelson. As Benzer drives in. Bounce pass in. She's open. And nobody really picks her up as Ella Nelson was on the back behind her. Screen is Stout gets the ball. Gets it over to Sanchez. Bobbled. She hangs onto it. Nelson cuts through. Kicks one more to Doris. Doris is going to drive in. Pulls up. Shoots the shot. Just off. Good rebound by Sanchez. Good handle by Beaver to get control of the ball. She floats one up and in. And she draws the contact on her shot. That's going to send her to the free throw line.
We're going to need to finish a little better here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that one's on Benzer. That's her first foul of the game. Third team foul for the Blue Jays. Cougars have had opportunities to score, but most of them have been from the free throw line. And Beaver helps prevent us from going 0-5 so far in free throw shooting in the second half. Short on the second.
All right.
Blue Jays ball.
We got to keep our composure here.
Cougars setting up in a half-court press. Running zone now. Skip pass. He's doing a good job playing deep. Benzer picks up a dribble. Gets the ball in the post. Back out to Newman. Newman goes for three. It's off. Good rebound by Stout. No space for her, and she picked off by Newman.
Man. Tough pass.
And that frustration foul there is going to be called, I believe,
It'll be on Doris.
on Carly.
Foul on Carly Doris,
So no-
second, team foul number 2.
No help there. And Stout had to try to get her way out of that rebound. On number 11, to Beezer. Or Benzer, excuse me. Benzer looks for her drive. Pass it over, gets pump faked up in the air. Shot's no good. And that ball's last touched by the Cougars.
Wow.
So it is out by Nelson. Cougars going man on the inbounds play. Ball's loose. Hustle there. Ball's free. Good hustle play. Oh, shot's just too long. Oh. And off right, and it'll be black ball. So good hustle there by the Cougars. 13-point lead for Greenwood. Cougars just had a tough time getting any scoring going, really, in the second half. Doris, shot gets blocked.
A lot of contact there on the hands.
Benzer brings the ball up. She's going to drive in, and she's Good call. Good call as Nelson stands her ground. That's the kind of stuff that I wanted to see more of.
Yeah, we were talking during halftime about the plan for this half, and a lot of it taking charges when they choose to drive in.
Yeah, you start taking a few of these charges. It's going to make them think twice about driving in. Stout, she's open after Nelson gets pushed backwards.
We got two good rounds.
Cougars not ready. Newman, the ball hand goes out of Newman's hands. And it'll be a turnover back to the Cougars.
See if we can play with some controlled intensity here.
Substitution here. Richard comes in for Pinkston.
Only 1 point so far this quarter.
Over to Dorsch. Sets it back up. Blue Jays stay man. That's over to Nelson. Nelson, she's looking for the opportunity. Passes it over to Stout. Stout's going to drive through into contact. And a good drive there by Stout.
Still no open floor buckets here for us. Just most of our points coming off free throws right now. No chances.
So Tomsky now with 3 fouls. And Cougars will be in bonus the rest of the third quarter.
We're 1 for 7 right now.
Tough free throw shooting here for the second half. Substitution. She's going to go as Pinkston comes back in. Pinkston comes back in.
Let's go, Allie.
Allie's long on the second.
Good ball.
Nelson gets a good rebound and floats it in. Gets our
That's
first.
the importance right there of having Nelson in the game. Lots of athleticism, high motor. Just a great player.
Newman's looking to drive in and go through the contact. And that's the difference you see with Nelson there, just to be able to secure that rebound on an off-balance layup. The Doris. And more to Nelson. Nelson's going to drive through the lane. Drives through all sorts of traffic. It's short. Sanchez steps out of bounds on the save opportunity.
Tough drive there by Ella. Tough shot. Almost had it.
But I love the take.
Yeah, it was a great take. Gotta get
Cougars
that
are in
roll.
a full press zone. Benzer gets it over to Schneider. Back into Benzer. On the back. Screen. Back over to Newman. Another screen, and she's going to push through. Travel.
Jump ball.
And we're going to get a call a jump ball. So she takes a extra step, not called, but the ball and the contact, they're going to call, ball being held up, they're going to call travel. So Cougars trying to,
That'll be our ball, right?
yeah, coming out of timeout, yeah, the jump ball arrow goes to us. So I like what I see a little bit more out of the defense on the Cougars here. Just lately, not only just taking that charge, but getting away and slowing down that penetrating drive.
Yeah.
They were running 2 screens up across the top to try to get Newman open, and the Cougars did a good job of still switching and keeping their body in front on the defensive side.
Free throws are going to be very important during the second half.
Yeah, whenever we're getting opportunities to go to the line, those 7 points and 6 free throws make it a 2-score game. Beaver sets up the offense. Blue Jays in zone. Screen action over to Prater. Prater gets one into Nelson. Nelson gets the bounce pass to Prater. No foul called.
A lot of contact there under the basket. And letting them play a lot more physical third quarter.
Benzer takes her lane, shoots it long, and Nelson unable to come up with the rebound. And she was fighting with Pinkston. Newman inbounds the ball. is into Benzer. Benzer bounce pass into Pinkston. She's got the mismatch there.
Good job by Allie Stout there to make that shot tough.
Newman curls one through and underneath, and she's good. 36 to 23. And good lane and a good take by Beaver.
Amazing take there by Beaver. She's been a massive player for our offense so far today.
Yeah, good answer by Beaver.
See if we can cut into this deficit a little more before the half ends.
Definitely some moving screen action if she was to push through it. Going back to Newman. Newman's driving in. And there's foul number 4.
Didn't even touch her. Literally didn't even touch her.
So that foul on Aaron Nelson, and now we're going to see her subbed out.
Yeah, what's hard about that is I'm seeing similar contact from that play to on the other side of the court. It's just a difficult place to be in.
Well, you know, what is Ella trying to do by sticking her hand in that path when she's got 3 fouls? She's trying to poke it free, but that's not the type of decision we needed to make at this time. So Lackey comes in for Nelson, as Nelson's going to have to set out the remainder of the third quarter now. 1:05 on the official game clock.
Doris and Lackey to come up here big with the rebounds.
And it's a 12-point lead. Cougars not able to get into their transition offense as the Blue Jays have been able to get back on defense really well. Now they're going to get a foul on Beaver. Ball to Newman. She's guarded by Doris. Newman's going to get the lane. She's going to drive through, scoop it up underneath to a wide open Richards. Who's just in the right position to make that shot.
We're going to need to cut into this lead a little more before half.
Shot by Doris. Good thing the bank stayed open, right? Owen?
Yeah, I can't believe they stayed open past noon today.
I'll take that.
Might need to go make a withdrawal if they're still up there.
Third quarter winding down, 10 seconds on the game clock. Benzer drives in, floats it in to Richards. Richards goes up. No rebound by the Cougars. Gets on rebound, gets the ball in, and that'll end the third quarter.
I don't know why the ref ended the play there by catching it. I think that ball had a chance.
So what?
I think that ball had a chance at the end. The ref kind of ended the play short by catching that last shot.
They're not, on a made ball, they're not supposed to touch it at all. So Cougars offensively struggling in the third quarter. Had opportunities, had some shots, but they weren't able to finish the shots, and then just off at the free throw line. So Cougars need a big fourth quarter here. Definitely needs Ella Nelson to not foul out to continue to be important on the boards. So Cougars are struggling with that offensive momentum to get much going. And we see more balance out of the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Greenwood's really adjusted to our offensive game plan.
Yeah, the Cougars have really committed to stopping the drive, but what that's opened up is those bounce passes underneath on the opposite post. And so Richards has been able to definitely make some stuff happen underneath there. So it'll be Blue Jays ball coming out of the timeout.
Hey, someone great once said it ain't over till it's over.
Who said that, Owen?
Wayne Gretzky?
And then pass it over to Benzer. Benzer skip pass over to Pinkerton. She's looking. And that time, definitely some talk here from the audience. We're
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't consult these refs in the audience before making that.
Hey, I heard you use that line the other day. It's pretty good.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Double screen for
Wow.
ball's loose.
Long
No foul
contact
called
there.
on the 2 screens. Benji gets the ball. Poked, and she's going to get fouled by the reach.
Good day. Keep it up, Jesse.
So she got her hand on the ball, but her right hand came across her body, and they called the foul on the right hand, not the left hand poke. Ball to Newman. Newman with a little push off. She
Wow.
shoots the quick
Deep
three.
Wow.
Man, big
Can't really
three.
do much about that.
Cougars trying to get their transition going. Dorson to Nelson. Nelson drives through. And good play by Nelson to go through the traffic, curl through.
And 1.
And it's 30-44. Another
Wants it again.
three.
Oh my goodness.
And
What do you
Newman,
do about that?
just a timeout there by Coach B.
Does Stephen Curry have any nieces or daughters in Missouri?
Man, Newman showing her not just range from shooting at
Versatility.
distance, but her versatility on offense.
Yeah, she's quite
That's
an
her
athlete.
second college three. In just about 30 seconds of gameplay. And Greenwood extends their lead 47-30. So in the first half, we talked about their ability to drive. Cougars have made some adjustments to take that drive down. But then the Greenwood adjusting to take it what's given to them. But those last couple of threes, it's not even that those were shots were given to them.
Yeah, I mean they're just making things happen right now, hitting some big shots in some big spots. See if we can answer back here. And with them extending the lead, we will have to play with a little more urgency. We've got to keep ourselves under control.
So Nelson passes the ball into Beaver. Cougars need to get some quick points here. Got the 2 high screen. Beaver drives through. She steps, but
Got away with the travel there.
Newman in the way, and she was trying to get it back to Stout. That's kind of that play. They're trying to get that 3 to Stout. Nice handoff. Pass over to Benzer. Benzer to Newman. Newman steps back, shoots around 2, not there. One more. She's able to control it. And good job by the Cougars stop the drive. And another deep 3, just short. And that ball landed on the out of bounds.
I almost thought that one was in for a second.
And we got a wet spot here.
Do refs wear basketball shoes?
They have to wear all black. There's not a specific brand, so I guess it would be up to them. Stout over to
Get some 3. What are we doing?
Nelson. Nelson looked for that backdoor cut, not there. Beaver gets one more, and she just floats it over the head of Stout. And then Cougars look a little discombobulated here.
Yeah, it's the composure.
Cougars run the 3-quarter trap. Benzer kicks one more for the 3, and that's just off the front of the rim.
The
Ball's
board.
loose, and good hustle by
Cougars ball.
Beaver to get in there and forced to jump ball on the loose ball.
Black. You can hit him, Allie.
Beaver being guarded tightly, floats it in, looks for the backdoor cut, not there, dribbles out. Goes to the defense.
more.
Nelson kicks it over to Doris, who's open. And a good shot by Doris.
Nice shot there.
Dig back out of this lead. Ball's pushed up to Richards. Incidental contact there.
Took her out in front of you.
So good hustle by Nelson.
Way to go, Ella! Way to take the foul, Ella.
Richards just had her arm up and when that ran into her. Wasn't any intention there by the defender. float up to Benzer. Good defense. Stoughton, here's a mismatch here a little bit. And Newman just floats one through. And
Wow.
who's that going to be on? That's going to be
Wow.
on. And Ella Nelson fouls out of the game.
I don't know if I agree with that call there.
That's a tough foul called when everybody's in there going for rebounding. They're going to call the push.
I'm seeing that on both sides.
So Ella Nelson fouls the game, so we're going to see Quaddy come in here. Nelson in foul trouble the whole game. Hate some of those earlier fouls because that foul is just playing basketball. Newman drives through, she scoops through and gets the easy lane. Because people are playing defense with their hands instead of their bodies.
We got a rally right here.
Come on, keep shaking.
Beaver looks. This is the Stout.
See if we can increase the tempo a little here.
And Doors for the long three, that's hard. Benzer with the
Bank just
rebound.
closed.
You gotta move, girl. Quit walking.
Benzer passes it off to Newman. She's going to drive in and they're going to call
Push on Beaver.
push on Beaver as Newman runs into her. So that's Beaver's fourth foul.
I'm about to.
Pass underneath, and Newman goes up strong. And Cougars just having no answer here for Newman. Ball's pushed up to Stout. She takes the floating jumper. It's off.
She got
And
hacked on that.
Sanchez is going to force the jump ball. It's a good hustle by Sanchez to get in there. And it's Blue Jays ball, 51-33. 3:44 left in the game. Newman passes it over to Benzer. Benzer passes it back in. Good D by the Cougars. Get ready for the trap. Benzer back to Newman. And she's going through and a poke. And a good poke there by Beaver. And a great strong take by Stout.
That could have been called either a block or a charge.
And we got a timeout.
I think on that last layup they could have called it either way, block or charge, so maybe they didn't call anything on purpose.
I mean, both players were up in the air.
Yeah.
The contact is assumed.
Yeah.
The defensive contact does not create any. She was able to, didn't really disrupt her shot, her form, or her landing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those that you could have called a foul for sure. So Cougars now with a 16-point deficit with just under 3 minutes left in the game.
You know, they started off really hot, but it's been a slow few quarters. They only scored 18 through the second, third, and fourth quarter.
We will be having the
Well, Newman's just,
announcements immediately after the game. So
nobody's got an answer for Newman.
Yeah.
Nobody's got an answer for Newman. On the three and on the driving, she's done a great job. So Cougars here need some quick answers, and it'll be white ball as the Cougars start in the full court press. Ball's into Newman. Ball's floated up. Trying to get to Richards, but a good closeout. Newman gets the ball up top. So up to Enzo. She's going to drive in. Enzo, she takes it back up to the top and sets it up. Greenwood's happy to run some time. And we're going to get a,
Be a foul on Doris.
there's going to be some foul there. I know they were trying to get that jump ball, but Carly came on the wrong side of her.
Carly Doris called for her third personal.
That's her third foul. 14 foul. Next one's in the bonus. Mosky comes back in for Richards.
Get a steal here, Black. Be aggressive.
On to Newman. And good hustle there by Stout as she gets a hand on the ball, but unable to control it before she goes out of bounds. White ball.
Good hustle, Cougars. Keep it up, girls. Be strong down low, girls. Be strong.
Cougars stay man. Newman gets the ball in underneath. And
Great finish.
Strong play
Made by Gia Lutomsky.
by Lutomsky. Beaver throws the ball. It's just read really well. There by Schneider. Time running low on the Cougars. And Doris comes up to put some pressure on. This is a stall offense where you take one side and then the bottom side comes up off top. So strict. So they use their screen, trying to create the 1-1.